for night 2. Former President Obama expected to take the stage this evening. Also tonight, Michelle Obama and second gentleman Doug Emhoff. NewsNation's Joe Khalil is in Chicago at the United Center. Joe, I'm hearing that there may be a schedule change for tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, and it's pretty significant. In the last hour, DNC officials have announced they're going to be moving programming up a half hour from local time here. 5:30 Central is now going to be the start time rather than 6 o'clock Central. And it's sort of an acknowledgement that they kind of messed up yesterday. Their speakers went long. They really packed in the programming. But the consequence of that was they pushed President Biden, who was the highlight of the night, well into the 11 o'clock hour Eastern time, which is out of prime time and frankly tough for a lot of viewers at home to stick around for that. That was something that they didn't come out explicitly and say was a mistake, but implicitly by changing the schedule, acknowledging that. They certainly did get some criticism for that. I don't know that that overshadowed the speech itself and the programming itself, but it was a problem nonetheless. And there were actually a handful of speakers, we've spoken to some this morning, people who were slated to take to that podium that were canceled and were not able to deliver their speeches because of the scheduling issues yesterday going long. So trying to course correct and an important course correction for the DNC today. So for everyone who's watching and wanting to tune in, it's going to be a half hour earlier start time than originally planned.
That works better for all us morning folks. Joe, we're also learning there are going to be some Republicans speaking at the DNC. What more can you share on that?
Yeah, a campaign official from the Harris-Walz campaign on background confirms a number of Republican officials that are going to have prominent speaking roles now, one being Stephanie Grisham, Donald Trump's former press secretary at the White House, Adam Kinzinger, someone who Democrats are very familiar with. He was a Republican member of Congress. You've got Olivia Troy, who's a former national security official under the Trump-Pence administration, and a couple of others. Jeff Duncan, also former Georgia lieutenant governor. These are people who are Republicans but have been vocally opposed to Donald Trump. And clearly the Harris-Walz campaign, they think they've got a winning message in trying to at least try to convince some more moderate, maybe more Republican-leaning independent voters who so far haven't decided yet where they're going to go. They think it's powerful having the message come from Republicans, and they're making a show of that. And something that you didn't really see much of on the flip side in the Republican convention. But Democrats are making it a point now to show that they've got Republicans who say they are still Republicans. They're still very conservative. Nonetheless, they're going to support the Harris-Walz ticket. And we'll see, what kind of impact that may have throughout the week.
Right.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.